Above the freeway now, the 5 interstate, Golden Interstate 5. North, south. And I believe there's 2 entrances to Griffith. One of them is coming up this way, but the main entrance to Griffith is way up there. I haven't done that walk in, what, 4 years? 3-4 years? And also, it wouldn't be LA without having your drugs. That's what they do here in LA. Go. I love this. That's part of the railroad train museum that we have here. That's way back in there. I shall try to remember to put some information down. But if you get a chance, Griffith Park is really a sweet little place. And if you have kids, it's kind of nice, especially when we go to the train museum and you get to board on the trains. Well, I don't know what they do right now, but you get to board on the trains and see trains of yore. There you go. Pretty sweet, huh, folks? We're way the heck over there. Walking across those 2 areas. That's the entrance where you see the black car going to the left. But mostly timing coming out this way is a little more precarious. Back there is, I think, where we have the holiday light show. I think it's still a drive-through, though I'm not sure. But this is how close we are. See the tiny little tracks. I think, I'm not sure, totally 100%, I think Walt Disney's train is around this area. I know it's in Glendale, back in that area. It's kind of weird how it's Glendale's that way, Atwater, and then Glendale still kind of goes over there. The Disney Studios is over there, and it's kind of weird. The equestrian stables is all the way to the back, and I believe to the left and to the right, almost at another entrance and exit of the freeway, but all along. It's kind of cool. I mean, it's just really, really nice. Now you know. And that's headed back towards the LA Zoo. And going back up that way is going back up to Griffith Park. I don't remember honestly how it is situated over there, but okay, we're now kind of in the little area of Los Feliz. Los Feliz is a beautiful place over here. Many moons ago, when time first began, and so did Hollywood, most of your celebrities and stars and starlets, I love these kind of, I love this architecture. style of apartments. But anyway, Los Feliz was kind of an exclusive area to live and everything. There are some very, very beautiful homes up in the hill, but more so, what's more stunning and attractive to me are these beautiful apartments. Now, apartments back then were nothing like they are now. Most apartments now is what, an average of 170 to 220 square feet. These were beautiful apartments. I mean, huge, spacious. They may look like homes, some, very few in between, but for the most part, they are apartments. Some 500, even 1,000 square feet, honestly. But you are paying a premium here. Back then it was considered a premium, but now more so than anything, it is definitely a premium. It's beautiful to live out here. If I could afford to, I would like to live up here. It's a little bit more noisier. The traffic is not something that you would really want to deal with. Constantly, this traffic is pretty thick here on Los Feliz. But honestly, I just like it. Without having to move too much into downtown Los Angeles or in the Hollywood area, definitely these. Look at those. Look at that. Come on. That's just grand. That one with the round room. It's just so much nicer. And for the love of anything, these kind of apartments, definitely this type of architecture is so much more nicer than what we have in Pasadena, because this is just, I don't know, it just has a certain appeal. It has a certain beauty and a creativeness. And honestly, no two complexes, no two properties are alike. Individual. I keep going back to my second wife when we came out here, and she was just, as we're driving around and I'm showing her everything, and she would just, every now and then she would just say, God, I love it out here because it's all so different. You can paint your homes any color. You can build whatever you want. You don't have to go by code. I go, well, yeah, that's just the way it is. That's a nice one right there too. I mean, granted, some of these, ooh, look at the hawk. Oops. Granted, some of these windows are not the best, single pane, kind that break out when you spit a spit wad at it. There you go. There's a property for you folks to call. But they're just so much prettier, they're so much nicer. And it's just not that difficult. It's noisy here, but it's so much more pleasant over here. It's quiet, with the exception of gardeners and everything. And the trees. Look at the trees. This is Commonwealth in Los Feliz, not too far from the other entrance to Griffith Park. Another thing that we have here in California, a lot of, is these kind of old-fashioned apartments. These kind of apartments, compared to the ones that are built today, are so much more bigger. I mean, living in one of these kind of units is like living in a home, honestly. Today's apartments is considered micro, and although it's kind of cool, unless I had the money and some property, I'd buy a micro house. But like when I looked in Pasadena and stuff, like these apartments, less than 600-700 square feet for $2,600. And for about maybe another 500 plus or so, you can live in one of these. These are beautiful. I'm not sure how old these are, but these have been here even since when I was a kid. Los Feliz Towers. I'd say circa mid-60s. Especially when you have the 2010 architecture. You can almost spot the date by the architecture. There's another tower over there. Those I've always liked too. And you can rest assured that almost with a 96% accuracy, there's that guy that was trying to follow me. A pool in every complex, at least something. Yeah, that guy was following me. That's why I had to get off the bus so early, because I wasn't going to get off the bus until over here. Yep, that's all they're good for. And here we are. This is where I was gonna get off, but that guy was, when the bus came, he came across the street rapidly and waited for me and was kind of hovering. He saw me filming, and I was kind of watching him, watching me, watching you, watching me. Is what I say. Even, look, I was born and raised here, and I kind of stayed up with the times, but I'm still kind of leery, especially when I'm sitting out in Starbucks over at my Pasadena location, and I have to still keep looking around. On the bright side here, most in Los Angeles, gasoline has gone down an average about maybe 6 or so cents. The gas station where I normally take pictures from and post for my friends and take videos, it was at 501. As of a couple of days ago, it is $4.99, which doesn't seem like a lot, but it helps. And there is the long, arduous walk up to Griffith Park. I did this one maybe, I want to say 3 years ago. I think it was shortly after I moved into the place. But yeah, I'm not I'm not in the preparation to do it right now. Now we are in the cute little city town. This is Melbourne and Vermont. This is the city, or the little city of Los Feliz village. Imagine, if you will, Lucille Ball coming down here. This whole area is really nice because it's very kind of artisan, if you will. This area, more than anything, once the thing was being lifted and we were being open, was quickly filled up. People just couldn't wait to get back to their normal lives. But it's really nice over here. It's very cute. And the smell is good. Goldberger. That's great. For you younger folks, this is called a box office. Ooh, what a conception. You used to have to buy your tickets through here first and then go through portals to go view your movie. This is one of the best places to come and visit. and actually even have lunch, because you can find almost any kind of food here. And then arts and crafts and the smaller shops here are just fantastic too. Look at this place. Sundaes and sandwiches. Shut the front door. See, you can't tell me this place. This isn't as cute as heck, right? Oh yeah, Figaro's Cafe back there. That's what it was. This looks tasty too. Do you have spaghetti bolognese? Because that is Charlie's favorite. Let's see. Lasagna. But they got lasagna bolognese. They got spaghetti, regular spaghetti. That actually sounds pretty good. And you can get slice of pizza to go only. And there's the House of Pies. We used to have so many of these in the Southern California House of Pies. And for you lovely folks, there it is. The Griffith Observatory, where Adele was about a month ago. So normally just taking that where I had gotten off and then just taking that whole route up there. I've done that. It's a killer. House of Pies. Oh, so many insert puns in that one from high school, I remember. But that is Los Feliz, pretty much. It's small, it's quaint. It's Los Feliz, and then it turns into Los Feliz Village, and then a little bit more is Los Angeles, and going down, and then turning down to the right. Then you go into Hollywood and everything. So, yeah. I also wanted to get out of here early because today is going to be the shortest day. So, tomorrow we get into the winter solstice. House of Pie. I love it. Oh, yeah. All right. We are now back in Glendale. And I wanted to particularly stop off here and show you a classic here in Southern California, especially here in the LA area. I never knew about this location. I am used to the one over by Westminster where we used to go dirt bike riding. We used to either say, hey, you want to go to Dinah's, which was kind of our signal to go to the dirt track and go take the bikes over there. And over by where we used to go, there was the other Dinah's Chicken. This, my friends, please chime in if you are familiar with this place. If you're from California, Southern California in particular. But Dinah's Chicken, one of two chicken eateries here that we used to have in California. The other one was Pioneer Pete's, which was kind of like a KFC, but much better, and certainly much more affordable. But this is Dinah's Kitchen. This chicken here is completely the bomb, and definitely we used to have this one over here, and we used to have another one way west in Westchester. In fact, you know, I wouldn't say it's the see, their bucket is very similar to the old-fashioned KFC Colonel's bucket, but Dinah's Chicken is kind of a gastro landmark. It's really, really good chicken. Again, I will try to put the information down, but this is in Glendale. Where are we? Los Feliz. And all right, come on, Charlie. Where the heck are you? You just got off the bus. Let me check. All right, Los Feliz and San Fernando. I never knew it was there until I started training at Target, and I used to have to take the bus, the metro, all the way over because the Gold Line is way the heck over yonder over there. So San Fernando and Los Feliz, headed north for Dinah's Chicken. All right, my friends, I'm going to end it here. The weather's changing really quickly. They said that hey, another clucking blaze. They said that the weather was going to start to get cloudy, and it most certainly has. It was bright blue skies, and I could see the clouds coming in when I was down in the river. And by the time I got to Los Feliz, it was starting to cool down. It's dropped at least a good 6-7 degrees, so it's getting cold quickly. We are supposed to be getting some more rain, which is another reason why I wanted to do the LA River. And pending on whether if it's raining or not, I may just come back down and show you how insane and how crazy the water is when it gets down here. So that's about it. Oh God, it smells so good here. I smell sweet and sour chicken. I'm gonna go in here and speaking of chicken, go see if I can't find any. I have been on a mission. I have been craving chicken wings for a while now, but chicken wings are very, very expensive. I don't know if I still have a photo or not, but I will try to put it down. A regular like family pack of, you know, the yellow large, what is that, about maybe 1.5 pounds, 2 pounds or something like that, $23.99. Chicken wings is definitely the most expensive. And you know, I've been weighing the difference between buying a family pack. I want to go to a place and have, you know, chicken wings and stuff like that. I've been craving. I like mine deep fried, but I have to bake mine in the oven and everything, so that's no big deal. You know, still get chicken wings and put a little hot sauce, a little crystal hot sauce on there, and I'm good to go. But chicken, and it's not even pork, and pork is supposed to be going up a lot the first of the year. So, and of course, if you order, like if you go and get like chicken wings at Buffalo or Wingstop for about what, 12 pieces, it's about $13. So, you know, you're kind of weighing the difference. Should I just buy it and make it at home? Because you're going to pay a little bit more money if you go out and have that. I mean, yeah, you're going to get the deep friedness, but it's so freaking expensive here, my friends. Oh my God. For those of you that live here, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Sometimes, you know, the best places to get anything right now, and your meat, especially after working at Target, meat is a little bit cheaper sometimes at Target, and depending on your location, if you time it right in the morning, you'll probably get a markdown. You know what I'm talking about. You'll get like the $5 markdown, or the day before markdown. Or if you go sometimes later in the afternoon, again, if you time it correctly, you'll get the other $3 to $5 off whatever meat package. And sometimes you get some good deals, but it's just a matter of timing and knowing your store and knowing when they put foods out like that. But even just a barely 3-pound chub of hamburger meat was I paid $10.97 for that, for just regular 80/20 hamburger meat. That's a lot of bloody money. So I don't know. It's just, and we are definitely going to hit an economic slump here. You could really feel it. As I said yesterday, there's a sense of foreboding. And this morning when I woke up, the stock market was all in red. Everything was down. Everything's been in the stock market red for about the last 3 days, I believe. And today was the Monday opening bell, and it was just not good. So, but go Mansion, keep doing what you're doing, because we cannot afford to pass that. Cannot have another 2 generations inheriting this administration's fuck up. I mean, that's just bullshit. That is just, whoa, we'll never have another chance like this at, infrastructure. It's not even going mainly to infrastructure. Most of it is just going to the pockets of the people that are involved in the construction of the infrastructure, especially Pelosi, especially Newsom. Anyway, don't get me going politically. Glendale Dignity Health, good heart place. Never been there, thank goodness. All right, my friends. You folks take care of yourselves, take care of each other, but always take care of yourselves first. Love one another, trust one another, be kind to each other, help one another. Don't take today for granted or any other day thereafter. Live for the moment. Pull down your pants. Slide on the ice, if not just for the hell of it. Moon someone. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up. If you like what I'm doing, we're doing, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification button. Tell your friends and family about me, about us, what's going on, and I'm gonna go check out some chicken prices. If not, no big loss. Yeah, it's incredible. La vida cuesta mucho dinero aquí en California. No vale madre. Nada, no vale madre. Están chingando mucho aquí. Pinche hijo de su puta madre. Sorry, I had to get that out. Sounds worse in Spanish. Most of you folks don't understand it, but kind of get through with the YouTube censorship in there. All right, folks, comments, good or bad, please post. If not, any questions or anything else, just email. And Yari, again, thank you so much. Randall, I just saw your comment quickly when I was in Los Feliz. That's because your state has a much obvious higher percentage of more intelligent and more factualized people. So a state where you don't have to be subjugated to masks. And it is a subjugation. I feel it's a subjugation. This whole premise of, oh, think of the others. Well, this is not really. Again, I don't want to get in there. All right, folks. Randall, Yari, all of you. I love you all. Stay safe. Be smart. And, another thing that I forgot to mention, if I haven't, if and when coming to California, please pay attention when you are on the freeways, especially on the streets, when you see folks on the construction, more so on the freeway, Caltrans and everything, when they have their cones beam. Holy moly, that guy is gonna party. He's got a whole shitload of Sky vodka. I mean, that whole thing is filled with Sky vodka. Please be careful, because you're gonna be in such a hurry to get to wherever you're going. On an average of one every other week, we have a deadly accident involving someone working on the highway, or a tow truck driver, or a Caltrans working on the streets, or mainly on the freeways. So an average of a death here, and that's serious. That really it is. Never mind the fact that the fines are like double or triple, but you're taking a life, and you have to be careful. You have to be more mindful for them, because they're doing a job. So when you see those flashing lights, and you see those cones, and you see those trucks and everything, please be mindful for however length of road that you're going to have to do. So that is also another thing that's very, very important. You see all that vodka? Holy crap! All right, friends. I love you again. I'll see you, and I will post this as soon as I can. I think this is probably going to be a two-parter. What the heck?